G'day guys, what's going on? Welcome to this episode of Aussie English. Today I have 50 or more different and difficult to say English words, okay? So these were chosen by you guys on the Aussie English Facebook page. I put out a little message saying, hard words in English, give me a suggestion for a video. And this is your list. So I'm going to try and go through all of these. I'm going to try and say them, maybe explain a little bit of the pronunciation that's going on for these words. And then I'll give you an example sentence of me using the word that I want you to repeat this sentence so that you can practice your pronunciation with me, okay? The definition will also be down the bottom there, guys, if you would like to know more about how to use each of these individual words. I hope it expands your vocabulary. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so number one, encyclopedia. Encyclopedia. Notice where the emphasis is here, okay? Encyclopedia, encyclopedia. James has an encyclopedia. Number two, colloquial. Colloquial. I speak with my friends using colloquial English. Colloquial. Number three. This is a long one. Okay? Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Anti-disestablishmentarianism, okay? So, to be honest, this isn't one you're going to use very often. It's just kind of a joke because it's a very long English word. But an example of using this would be, this man supports anti-disestablishmentarianism. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. See if you can say that fast, guys. Number four, thirsty. Oh, thirsty. Thirsty. Notice with my Australian accent, I'm not saying that R. Thirsty. 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 I'm thirsty. I'm really, really thirsty. Number five, loyalty. Loyalty. Loyalty, okay? Loyalty is an important trait. Loyalty. Loyalty. Number six, colonel. Now this is one that screws up a lot of people, even kids learning English, when they see this word and they're like, colonel? What the hell is a colonel? We would pronounce this as colonel. Colonel. Sort of sounds like a kernel of corn, right? A little bit of corn. Colonel. His father's a colonel in the military. Colonel. Number seven, hungry. 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 She's incredibly hungry. Hungry. Number eight, angry. Hungry? Angry. Okay, say that with me. Angry. Angry. Why are you so angry? Angry. Number nine, ridiculously. Ridiculously. Notice where the emphasis is there. Ridiculously. This car is ridiculously priced. Ridiculously. 10. Bespectacled. Bespectacled. Another one that's not that common. Funny word though. It means to have glasses on, right? Bespectacled. He is a bespectacled and studious young man. Loves to study and is wearing glasses. Bespectacled. Number 11. Surreptitiously. Surreptitiously. So notice where those emphases. Notice where those emphases are. Surreptitiously. Surreptitiously. Okay, surreptitiously. James surreptitiously left the room. Surreptitiously. Number 12. Towel. Towel. And that's a difficult one because of that vowel. Ow. Ow. Towel. Okay? Have you got a towel? Have you got a towel? Have you got a towel? Towel. Number 13. Iron. Iron. In this example, I don't pronounce the R. I would say this like iron. Iron. And there's a Y in there. Iron. A Y sound. Iron. I'm going to iron my clothes. Iron. Number 14. World. World. Again, I'm not pronouncing that R. World. It sounds like world as in you whirl something around. Wee-hee, whirl. World, but the world. It's a big world out there. World. 15. Redundant. Redundant. Notice that emphasis. Redundant. Redundant. What he said was redundant. Wasn't required. Redundant. Number 16. Jewelry. 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 Bit of a tongue twister there because of the L and the R. Jewelry. My mum loves jewelry. Jewelry. Number 17. Another RL word. Squirrel. 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 Australia has no squirrels. Squirrel. 18. Required. 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 What's required for the job interview? Required. 19. Hour. 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 We leave in an hour. Hour. Number 20. Phenomenon. 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 Notice the emphasis. Phenomenon. Weather is an interesting natural phenomenon. Phenomenon. 21. Anemone. 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 Again, that emphasis on the second syllable. Anemone. This is one I used to screw up. I used to say anemone or anemone. Yeah, I used to screw that up all the time in school. Anemone. You find sea anemones in rock pools. Anemone. 22. Unbelievable. 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 That story was unbelievable. Unbelievable. 23. Thigh. Thigh. I'm always saying with the TH, make a sandwich. The tongue is the meat in the sandwich. The teeth are the bun, I guess, the bread above the tongue. Thigh. Thigh, okay? That TH is difficult. The GH is silent. So it sounds like the word I with TH in front of it. Thigh. Thigh. My thigh hurts after running. Thigh. Dough. Dough. GH that's silent again. Dough. Dough. I made some dough. Dough. Clothe. 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 In this case, the TH is voiced. Your throat needs to be vibrating. Clothe. The. As opposed to cloth, where it's not vibrating, right? Clothe. Clothes. Clothe. We clothe our children. We clothe our children. Clothe. 26. Vegetables. 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 So it's not veggie tables, right? Veggie tables. Tables made of veggies. It is vegetables. Vegetables. Eat all your vegetables. Vegetables. 27. Comfortable. Comfortable. Sort of similar to vegetables, where we get rid of a syllable. Vegetables. Comfortable. Comfortable. This shirt is pretty comfortable. Comfortable. 28. Choir. 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 I don't know why this one's spelled with a CH, guys. To be honest, it's one of those really, really stupid words in English. Choir. Okay? Choir. They sing in a choir. Hallelujah. Choir. 29. Message. 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 Not message. Not message. 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 Did you get my message? I sent you a message today. Did you get it? Message. Number 30. Massage. And it can be massage if you want. There's kind of two variants. Massage. Massage. Or massage. Massage. I'd probably say massage. Massage. She's getting a massage today. Massage. Farrago. Farrago. Notice where the emphasis is. Second syllable. Farrago. Farrago. It's a farrago of fact and myth. Farrago. 32. Bamboozle. Now this is a good one. Bamboozle. It just sounds good to say. Bamboozle. Bamboozle. The puzzle is going to bamboozle him. Bamboozle. 33. Thread. Thread. Now make that hamburger with the tongue and the teeth. Thread. And then go straight to the R. Thread. Thread. He had a loose thread in his shirt. Thread. 34. Languages. 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 Again, emphasis at the start there. Languages. Languages. How many languages do you speak? Languages. 35. Now this isn't really a common one, okay? But you'll hear this attached to other words. So, borough. 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 You'll hear this in words like David Attenborough, right? His surname, Attenborough. Which borough were you born in? Borough. 36. Unequivocally. Listen to that emphasis. Unequivocally. Unequivocally. Unequivocally, okay? This is unequivocally true. How I pronounce unequivocally is unequivocally correct, I hope. Unequivocally. Thorough. Rhymes with borough, right? Thorough. The investigation was very thorough. Thorough. 38. Not to be confused with thorough. Through. Through. Concentrate on that TH sandwich. Through. Like through the ball. Sounds the same. Through. Except this means to go through, right? To go through something. We walked through the forest. Through. Number 39, and I was dreading this word. I hate this word. Anesthetist. Yeah, that's it. I got it. I hate this word. Anesthetist. This is difficult because you have the S and the TH. Anesthetist. So you'll say that S, and as you're saying the S, poke your tongue into that TH sandwich. Say it. Anesthetist, right? Anesthetist. God, that one's hard. Anesthetist. The anesthetist applied the anesthetic. And that's the biggest problem. You've got the word anesthetic, which is related to anesthetist, but the emphases are different. Anesthetist, anesthetic. Anesthetic. I don't know why, guys. I don't know why. Number 40. Unfortunately. 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 Unfortunately, you didn't win the lottery. Unfortunately. 41. Jeopardy. Jeopardy. And I think I used to actually mispronounce this as jeopardy. Jeopardy. Jeopardy, okay? Jeopardy. Jeopardy. It's not geopardy, it's jeopardy. Jeopardy. Though geopardy sounds fun. Maybe it's a party where geologists go. Geopardy. Jeopardy. You put everyone's lives in jeopardy. Jeopardy. 42. Repeatedly. Repeatedly. He said the word repeatedly. 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 43. Misogynistic. Misogynistic. Notice the emphasis there. Follow the eyebrows. Misogynistic, right? Misogynistic. Misogynistic. My father is rather misogynistic. That's not true. He's not really. But for the sake of this example, my father is rather misogynistic. Misogynistic. 44. I also hate this word. Rural. 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 This is a really hard one. Rural. Rural. He lives in a rural area of Australia. Nailed it! He lives in a rural area of Australia. Rural. Rural. 45. Persuasive. Persuasive. That argument was persuasive. Persuasive. 46. Sophisticated. 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 They had a sophisticated conversation. Sophisticated. 47. Judgmental. Judgmental. She's very judgmental of other people. Judgmental. Number 48. Threshold. Threshold. I've reached my threshold. Threshold. 49. Mirror. 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 What do you see in the mirror? Mirror. And notice that Australian accent. Mirror. As opposed to an American accent. Mirror. Mirror. 50. Walnut. Wall. Nut. Got no nuts here. Walnut. She has eaten a walnut. Walnut. 51. I don't know how you guys found this word. Jesus. Otorhinolaryngologist. Hopefully I've said that right. Otorhinolaryngologist. I wonder if people who work with or as otorhinolaryngologists take a long time to learn this word. You work as an otorhinolaryngologist. Otorhinolaryngologist. Okay, finally got it. 52. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. I love Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. You're only ever going to use that word with regards to the sauce Worcestershire, or if you go to the place in England, Worcestershire or Worcestershire, okay? Worcestershire. 53. Authoritative. Authoritative. Notice the emphases. Authoritative. Authoritative. His voice was calm and authoritative. Notice too that very last T is a T flap. Authoritative. Authoritative. 54. Impetuous. That's a good one. Impetuous. I love the P. P. Impetuous. She made an impetuous decision. Impetuous. 55. Plow. Plow. Another GH that is silent. Plow. I plow the farmer's fields. Plow. 56. Conscientious. 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 She's a very conscientious lady. Conscientious. And the very last one, guys, you got there. Well done. Well done. 57. Vulnerable. Vulnerable. Vulnerable, right? Vulnerable. The little boy was vulnerable. Vulnerable. Well done, guys. I hope that helps. I'm going to do more of these sorts of videos in the future. So if you have a difficult word that you would like me to do a video on, put it in a comment below, guys, and I will compile a list. I'll put together a list for the next one. Anyway, guys, in the meantime, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification next to it if you would like to stay up to date with all the videos as they come out. Also, make sure that you listen to the Aussie English Podcast. If you guys are learning Australian English, this is a free podcast you can download on your phone and you can listen wherever you are, whatever you're doing, in order to improve your Australian English or English in general, guys. So check that out at www.theaussieenglishpodcast.com. Anyway, that is enough from me, guys. I hope you have a ripper of a day and I will see you soon. Peace! Otorhinolaryngologist. Geologist. Far out. Otorhinolaryngologist. Jesus. Otorhinolaryngologist. 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 I wonder if people who work with or as otorhinolaryngologists take a long time to learn this word. You work as an otorhinolaryngologist. Jesus. You work as an Fuck me, why is this so hard? You work as an otorhinolaryngologist. Yes! Yes!